All right. So, branding versus regular dropshipping. And again, I've covered this in the last video. They don't make that question in itself alone doesn't make sense. But I want to keep you maybe updated on what I'm doing. And look, I'm going to be straight up. You know, I don't bullshit. There's not one better way, okay? If there are people, some fucking gurus on the internet telling you this is better, this is... Guys, they're all just trying to monetize your attention. It's all bullshit, okay? Everything works in life. There's people making fucking millions of dollars, you know, selling toilets or fucking doing garbage picking. Like, you know, like everything works. And there's not one better way than, you know, branding up a store or doing fast pump and dump drop shipping, because there's people making big amounts of money on both sides. Now, I do think, though, you should kind of choose the route depending on where you are. You know, like, let's be real. You know, you don't have to shoot yourself in the foot and, like, kick yourself down and be like, well, like, I can't go the branding route because I haven't made a single dollar on the internet. Look, if you want to, you could. But obviously, you know, if you just go watch, you know, my videos a few months ago, I was talking about the same topic, the same idea. And I was, you know, I pushed my ego aside and I said, I don't think I'm ready, you know. I did realize that later down the line, it wasn't that I wasn't ready, not because of my skills, but because of my mindset. I think everything in life you're ready for with your mind. It's not like, you know, dropping out or doing big leaps of faith. At the end of the day, it's all in the mind. You're not ready because of your actual skills. Like, I'm about to explain to you that I'm going more of the branded route. Again, I hate describing like this because it's so stupid, and my skills hasn't really changed much. It's more of, I feel like I've destroyed limiting beliefs, you know, thanks to a lot of other people that helped me, but it's all in the mind. And when I talk about branding route, look, at the end of the day, you know, it's still dropshipping. You're still using this fulfillment method, right? But it's super, super important to understand that you need to be unique. And I explained this in the last video. But I have notes that I want to share with you. Because nowadays you could, but it's harder to just, you know, copy paste things. And you got to be unique, right? And let's just go over my notes. I know, again, no edits is sometimes it's pros and cons to it, right? Jeez. All right, here you go. You have to picture this business kind of like a puzzle, okay? Think about an invisible puzzle in your head, and you're focused on each specific piece. Like, you're zoomed in and focusing on these two pieces and trying to see if they connect, you know? And when you focus on each individual piece and give each individual piece your 100%, they're going to start to click. And then you move on. Click, click, click. And then when you finally click enough pieces together, right, you're going to stand back and look at the whole picture. And it's just like, wow, it all makes fucking sense now. It all makes fucking sense. So, you know, the reason why I'm saying I'm going more the branding route now is because I'm not treating this shit as kind of like some quick side hustle. Like, I'm genuinely taking it seriously as a business. Like, I'm doing e-commerce, you know? And the difference with that is, you know, before, when I was doing these pump and dumps and just doing speed, quality wouldn't be there because of the speed. I would put energy in the speed. And I wouldn't do my homework, you know. I wouldn't have a business plan. I wouldn't have, you know, targeted KPIs. I wouldn't have any direction or understanding of the market. And trust me, I'm going to have so many people come to me and be like, you don't need this, bro. Drop shipping. Look, I get it. All right. Look, I get it. Everyone has their own specific routes. For me, obviously, profits is huge. It's a huge motivator for what I do. But at the end of the day, I see myself long term. Like, this is not just short term, long term. And eventually, I'm going to need to know these skills, these important variables and factors. So might as well start now. Like I said, I'm lucky enough to be living with my parents. You know, obviously I have this imprinted in my head that I'm in a rush because I need to prove my success to other people. But genuinely, if you don't give a fuck about what other people think about you, and you're genuinely just thinking about this in the long run, you're young and you have so much time in the world, you could take it slower and more serious, and you can understand that there are certain variables in a business that you're completely ignoring with just pump and dump dropshipping. Okay? So, and it's basically like the best way I can explain it, where, you know, someone explained this to me, where it's kind of like the gym, or you want to get into better shape. Someone asks you, how do you get into better shape? And your answer is, well, just go to gym. But just go to gym is so broad. Like, you could be just going to the gym and like fucking around, talking with friends, and see no progress. There are so many variables to that answer. And you have to be analytical, and you have to be very decisive and descriptive with each and every one of them. You know, just for an example, what goes into your fitness? Is it your diet? What about your diet? Is it a carnivore? Is it natural, whole foods? Is it no carbs? Is it vegan? Whatever it is, you know, a specific diet, or how many times you go train, 4 or 5 days a week. What's your split? Okay, you're doing chest today. What are the chest workouts? How many reps? How many sets? How much water do you drink? How much sleep? Are you understanding? There are so many variables that a lot of people are ignoring, but a lot of it's very important as a business that you're kind of ignoring. And another thing that I learned is you have to focus on the inputs rather than, you know, just looking at, you know, social media views and just copy pasting, right? You have to look at your daily inputs. What inputs are you doing? Are you seeing that bring the best ROI? You know? And kind of like double down on those. It's kind of just understanding that, look, this game ain't for fucking fun, bro. And you gotta be very analytical. You gotta go the extra mile. You gotta go the extra step. Because I agree, there are so many people in this game, in this space, trying to make it just like you. And if you're doing whatever, it's just like, you know, it's so funny because I always see like this is how society is with like school and jobs, and you move away because you don't want to be like that. But it's like in every aspect in your life. You're not going to be the only one doing something. There are always going to be competitors. There's always going to be peers. There's always going to be people doing what you're doing as well. And if you want to succeed, you have to be look, sad truth, but it's a competitive world. Anything you do, there's going to be competition. And you need to do it better than majority of people. So just, okay, you took the first step and maybe are not going the school route and you're doing the entrepreneur. Good, you're doing something better, right? But now in the entrepreneur lifestyle, there are a lot of people doing the things, and now to exceed in the entrepreneur lifestyle, you got to do better than most entrepreneurs. So it's really just understanding that I get it. You could, trust me, you could apply a lot of these, you know, lessons or mindsets to regular pump and dump drop shippings. And that's the whole beauty of it. Like, you could take whichever route you want. It does not matter. But the whole point or the whole message that I'm trying to transfer to you is that you have to be a step ahead. You got to do the extra mile than other people. So if other people are doing these, you know, let's talk about pump and dumps. If other people are doing pump and dumps, right, and they're just copy pasting, well, maybe copy paste, but then add an extra feature, add a different angle, add something, do something unique, or study the market so you have better copywriting, better I can't explain and emphasize enough, like going the extra mile is what's going to make you stand out compared to everyone else. And going more the branded route or going more the long term, like, look, I personally am telling you right now, I'm no longer looking in a mindset where now I test a product and I'm like, okay, it's probably gonna fucking die within the next month or two. No, I'm going in the mindset of I'm testing something, I'm building it to the best of my abilities, and I'm going to exit. That is my goal. I'm telling you here right now. And some people say, oh, bro, who are you? Like, I don't care. I'm telling you right now, it's everything in life. The only limitations is your mind. I am now currently ready. I currently have the mindset that this is what I want to do. I want to build something more valuable. I want to build something more sustainable. I want to build something bigger for life-changing, absolutely life-changing money. And I want to exit. That is my goal. All right? I'm still going to dropship. I'm not going to touch the product. I'm not going to order thousands of fucking items and hold them in my basement. But it's just the route, the mindset, the structure, the plan going forward. So it's understanding your markets, understanding your customers. It's just, there's extra details that I'm going to be covering, again, more and in depth later down these videos in the next week. I just want to kind of shoot you like an update. Like, this is the route that I'm going, and I'm not saying one's better than the other. It's just I personally feel good about myself, knowing that I'm doing something that's sustainable and could potentially grow to something amazing. For me, just making that, let's say, 100,000 bag is obviously cool, but for it to die within a month or two, it bothers me. It really genuinely bothers me, and I don't know why. I just I like something. In my eyes, I like building something sustainable and something more valuable and important. And we can all, to each their own, right? But it's just, this is the information you're going to be getting from now on, basically. I'm not some other fucking dropship guru who's telling you fucking do this, do that. This is best theme template, this best ad strategy. Nah, fuck that. Fuck that. I'm a businessman. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm gonna do this shit to the fucking T. Like, I'm going to do this shit, and I'm gonna build and get better and be the best in every aspect of a business coming, that dropshipping doesn't fucking teach you. Like, I don't even know, bro. I'm just rambling right now, but that's just basically what it is. And at the end of the day, I just want to leave off that every issue that you have, there's a solution to it, okay? So whenever you're faced with an issue, don't worry, don't stress. There is a solution, and with time, you're going to discover and find out how it is if you're just persistent. But again, choose which one you want to go, right? It doesn't really matter. If you're younger and you don't really care that much, you want to gain more experience, sure, do the pump and dumps. I'm not against either of them. I'm telling you, this is what I'm doing. Plain and simple. Thank you for watching. And obviously, with now my different mindset that I have now even bigger and more ambitious goals, I'll fucking 100% see you at the top.